Hi, it's Schumann, the Masterful Living Coach here. Today I want to talk to you about the sense of feeling overwhelmed at work. Have you ever experienced that? Quite a lot of my clients experience this from time to time, and no wonder. They're in very high pressure environments, loads of demands on them, and often not enough time to do all the tasks they have to do each and every day. And I know that feeling too from my time in financial services. And to be frank, also now, sometimes in my coaching business, I can feel overwhelmed because it has its own demands. So what I want to share with you in this video are 3 very simple tools that you can use to deal with a sense of overwhelm. They're a little bit like first aid measures, quick fixes. So the first one is one which I learned from my very first boss, a lawyer for whom I worked when I was a student. And he told me, you know, Hans, when I have a lot to do and I have no idea how I'm ever going to manage everything that is on my desk, the first thing that I do is I get up, go away and have a walk. And when he told me this, I thought, that's insane. It's so counterproductive, because if you're already short on time, how can you go out and go for a walk? But I understood later what he meant. When we're in this state of overwhelm, we are very tense and we are in an emotional state that just isn't resourceful, and we are probably not working very effective. As I said, we are very tense, we don't know where to start, we may make mistakes, read paragraphs over and over and get easily ticked off by any email or phone number. Not a great state. If we just take a break, go away and get back to our desk, we probably feel much more focused and easier to deal with it. Also, what I know now that I've studied neuro-linguistic programming, one of the tools to get out of an unresourceful state is to disrupt it. So do something that disrupts the state. And by getting up and doing something different, that's exactly what we do. And it doesn't have to be a walk. It can just be having a cup of coffee or doing a few stretches. Actually, just doing this, breathing deep in and out and looking to the sky, will make you immediately feel better. There's a scientific reason for that, why looking up is so good for your emotional states. I'm not going to bore you with that. Or you can go to the toilet at work and meditate in a cubicle for a few minutes, do your stretches there. There are loads of things that you can do. But whatever you do, when you're really tense, when you're overwhelmed, do take a break. That's my first tip. The second one is tidy up your work environment, mainly your desk. Some of you may thrive on chaos, but if you're the person who easily feels overwhelmed, you probably don't thrive on having chaos on your desk. And why is that? Well, if we have chaos around us, it will be mirrored by us inside. It's kind of creates instability. We don't know where to start. We don't actually know what's on there in all those piles, and it's difficult for us to focus. What I find when I tidy up my desk, I often realize that lots of the paperwork there isn't really necessary anymore. It's already done with, it's redundant. And with other stuff, what looks a lot, actually then comes down to a few very neat piles for specific tasks. And once we have a clean desk, we can focus and we know exactly what we want to do. Tip number 2. The third one is find a mantra, a sentence, a statement that you can tell yourself when you're in those states. And what it is really depends on you, what works for you. But here are a few ideas. It could be something like, I'm doing the best I can, or this will pass too, or the one that I used to use when I was in financial services, this is all just a game. And what I meant by this, I mean, although I always played the game and tried to do the best I could, I knew that it didn't really matter that much. I could always leave the job, and that's what I eventually did. So that's the third one. Try playing around with them. I mean, they may sound simple, maybe they even sound silly to you, but they did work for me, they do work for my clients, and they will probably also work for you. And if you believe that it's all about your job and it's time to change your career, then have a look at my guide, the Ultimate Career Change Guide, which you can download below. And that will guide you through a few processes that help you gaining clarity about what it is you really want from your career and from your life generally. That's all for today. I hope you found this interesting. Thanks for watching, and more next time.